Okay, so let's run through how to set up the Vtrend script. Firstly, we're going to want a layout. So the whole point of this script is to identify the trend via one of the layouts, or both if you even wanted them. So we have the volume bands, shows the trend here via the crossover, and adds dynamic support and resistance. Or we have the trend cloud, which is more designed to capture the tops and bottoms and give you the trend. You can have elements of both on, but I wouldn't have both on personally, because it would clutter up the chart too much. You can take the longer band off if you want, for instance. And that gives you a bit more context in terms of structure. You can see it bounced off here, trend is up, retested it, final push up, is taking liquidity before we started to drive down, tapped it again, tapped it again, tapped it again and again, got rejected, broke through, got rejected again, and now it's tapping it right again. Okay, so we have our base layout. Let's just turn that off, just simplicity's sake. So next you need signals, unless you want to take it via price action only. So we have scalping trending opportunities that are somewhat delayed in terms of identification within the trend and are designed to get you scalp for as long as that trend lasts. Or you can have trend cloud signals, which are plots on the trend cloud change from negative to positive. I wouldn't advise having both on, and of course we can retune both of them right here. So next we want signal confirmation. So you can either do that with your own levels, for example. Let's just clear this off just so I can illustrate. So here's a good example. Right here. You have this level, which price has tapped, and it's forced it down. It's retapped right here, but we've got on the default tuning a breakout buy signal. So obviously you'd wait till the candle closed before you take it, but it's hit your resistance line straight away. So you'd want to wait to see what subsequent candles would do, and of course we changed trend and we just started dropping. So that's invalidated. Alternatively, we can use the bull bear line, which you again can retune or tune differently depending on the price action and trading pair, because obviously it's given an entry a bit further back down before the signal is printed. So apart from that, we have then the elements panel, alternative elements within the script that are useful that you can turn on right here. So you set this up to trade how you like. So if we want to change the SMA as a bit of a filter, for example, put it to 200. There we go. So you know price has flipped it and it's retesting it, and we're in a downtrend. Nice and simple. So any buy signals within this you take with a pinch of salt, as it's going to retest either our key levels or the SMA line, or it just becomes a very short-term scalp for you as long as the trend lasts, or your support and resistances that you mark out separately allow. Again, we have a trend line you can stick on. I've been through these in the features, but it is dependent on how you want to set up your chart. We've already been through the retuning, already been through the key levels right here. You can turn them on and off as you wish. But in terms of setting up, you can turn on elements here, for example. So if you just wanted the lower cloud line of the custom trend line, let's turn some of this off actually. let's say we wanted where are the barcode of the triangles gone? There we go. Okay. So we can use this lower line as a filter just on the candle color changes alone. Just as an example. So that's tapping off a previous, oh no, that is actually the monthly level still. So you can see here in this uptrend, we'd want to take these signals only, corresponding to the uptrend. And they're highlighted a bit better because the script knows we're in an uptrend here and it's a confirmed uptrend, as opposed to a downtrend here. Hasn't entered the downtrend yet. It's not dependent on the cloud line at all. You can see here this one is a bit fainter. So these would count as valid. So these get produced until the trend ends. And you can see here, it's bright. This one is brighter than this one because the trend has started changing. But unfortunately it seems to have picked it up for both of these. Must have been a big increase in volume or something. Not as big as this one. So you can see on a very basic level that helps you. You can again the ball bear line instead. It's all dependent on how you want to set up your chart. I've gone through a couple of different ways to lay out your chart if you don't want just the basic default options here, how you can style it and how you can use the different elements in order to get yourself successful trades.